You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. Belinda from Soap Dirt here, and I have got your weekly prediction edition, and we've got some exciting stuff to talk about. We've got predictions for Victor and Kyle, for Adam and Sally, for Michael and Diane, for Billy and Lily, and for Nate, Tucker, and Audra. And as always, our predictions are based on recent spoilers and recent episode activity. But before we jump in real quick, I just want to say congratulations to Michelle Stafford for winning the Emmy for her work as Phyllis, and for Courtney Hope for winning her very first Emmy. And she won it for Sally Spectra, and she joined a very small club, a club of two, of people who have been nominated for the same character across two soaps. And of course, she played Sally on B&B before she came to Y&R. And the other person in that category, if you're interested, is Kimberlyn Brown, who played Sheila Carter on both Y&R and B&B. All right, we are going to dig into everything, but if you have not, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our updates. Now let's jump right in. Our first prediction for the week ahead: Victor Newman tries to lure Kyle Abbott to the dark side. And I believe that Victor is going to target Jack. Well, he basically said he's going to, and he talks more about it on this Monday episode on June 10th. And that same day, spoilers confirm that Victor tells Cole to get closer to Kyle, but won't tell him why. And I think it's a case of just like back when Jack had previously used disgruntled Adam against his dad. I think Victor is going to do the same thing because Kyle, as we know, is disgruntled as well. So this is all Cole having to prove his loyalty and atone for the betrayal of going behind his back with Michael to try and let Jordan go. Kyle's annoyed with his mom and her position, which he doesn't think she's qualified for. And he likes Claire, who's a Newman. So maybe, just maybe, he will be susceptible to what Victor is up to. Our second prediction, and I predicted this before, but I really feel like they're close to actually doing it. And I really want it to happen. I think a lot of us really want it to happen. Adam and Sally consider making another baby, a rainbow baby, which is what it's called when you have a baby after you lose one, if you didn't know that. They have moved in together, which is a huge step. You know, she never would move in with Nick. She's head over heels. Adam's head over heels. They're in love. They're getting serious. Everything is good. No obstacles in the way. We all know they are both still mourning for that lost baby. And, you know, in terms of spoilers, there was a promo of them happily at their home kissing. There's a knock at the door, and Adam doesn't want to answer it because he thinks it might be trouble. But we all know that they are head over heels. They definitely seem end game, and I could totally see this rainbow baby thing happening. And I think it would thrill fans, which would be a nice thing for Y&R to do for a change. My third prediction: Michael Baldwin lures Diane Jenkins to the dark side, but she falls for it unknowingly. Just like Cole has to earn his loyalty with his assignment to get closer to Kyle, Victor assigns Michael to rekindle his very close friendship with Diane. Remember, Michael was one of the few who would even talk to her when she first came to town. And spoilers for Monday the 10th also say that that is what Michael agrees to do to reprove his loyalty. And I do believe that Diane would conspire with Michael to try and keep Jack away from Nikki. She would do that. I do not think she would knowingly conspire with Michael to help hurt Jabot in any way. But, you know, it depends on how badly Victor wants to hurt Jack. Because if Victor wants to take over Jabot or ruin Jabot, and also just for the heck of it, ruin Jack's marriage, which would be a bad idea because then that would leave Jack single to get closer to Nikki. I definitely see that he could try and tarnish Diane, take advantage, use Michael's friendship with her to draw her in, and then take some kind of proof to Jack to say, ha, your wife betrayed you, something like that, just to utterly crush him. We all know what the mustache is capable of. All right, our fourth prediction, Billy and Lily may get too close. They may tempt fate. They had a very hot romance. I liked their pairing, and me and a lot of you, I know, had issues with Billy ever getting involved with Chelsea just because of the fact that she drugged and raped him and was ready to jail him. And then all that icky thing that happened between them back in her con woman days is very troubling. So Lily is single. She needs a man. She's beautiful. And Billy is chronically, in trouble, doing bad things. He's been known to cheat. His gambling addiction, he is basically kind of converted into an addiction to taking risks. He's a very high risk individual. And next week, spoilers for Friday the 14th, say Billy turns on the charm with Lily. And I think he's trying to charm her in terms of a business side of things, where he's trying to convince her to add Abbott to the last name of the company to honor his mom, Jill, who is very close to Lily, who put Lily in that CEO seat, and that Lily respects a lot. And we know Jill's having heart issues. So, he asked for it, and now I think he's going to try and work her to get it. But as part of that, they might get way too close. Chelsea's busy. She's focused on Connor, and she's not right on top of him. And Billy's one of those kind of guys you just got to watch constantly. All right, our fifth and final prediction. I think it's going to be Nate versus Tucker in a war for Audra Charles. Monday, June 10th, spoilers have Tucker shutting down Audra's glissade schemes, and she's very upset. She goes to confront him at his hotel room in Paris, sees him hugging Ashley. They're actually saying goodbye because Ashley is checking into a mental health clinic. And of course, Audra reads the whole situation wrong. Ashley leaves on Monday's episode and wishes them luck very sincerely. And he wants to explain, but she won't let him. And then spoilers for Thursday the 13th say that Audra is displeased as someone gives her a rude awakening. And I think that could be Tucker about glissade, because I don't think he's given her any ownership or stock. She was just going to be his ride or die at the top. So I don't think she's got any recourse, and he may remind her of that. Or maybe she's back in Genoa City by then, and maybe Nate is writing her a reality check about not trusting Tucker. Tucker loves her. Nate seems to be in the process of falling for her, and he's been bickering with family over continuing to see her. So I definitely see a Nate and Tucker rivalry possibly coming, and I think that Audra would absolutely enjoy all that attention, because we know how thirsty that she is. All right, those are all of our predictions for this prediction edition. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt. Drop your comments on where you think the storylines are going, where you'd like to see them going. Please subscribe if you haven't. And remember, we are here talking about Young and the Restless 7 days a week. So come back soon, right here, Soap Dirt on YouTube.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.